Eating one banana every day can support brain health and memory in several indirect but meaningful ways, although it is important to understand that no single food can truly reverse memory loss on its own. Memory is influenced by many factors such as sleep quality, stress levels, overall diet, physical activity, and mental stimulation. However, bananas are a nutrient-rich fruit that can play a supportive role in maintaining and improving cognitive function when included as part of a balanced lifestyle. Bananas contain natural sugars like glucose, fructose, and sucrose, which provide a steady source of energy to the brain. Since the brain is one of the most energy demanding organs in the body, having a stable energy supply helps improve focus, concentration, and short term memory performance throughout the day. Bananas are also rich in vitamin B6, a key nutrient that helps the brain produce neurotransmitters such as serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. These chemicals are essential for mood regulation, alertness, and memory formation. When neurotransmitter levels are balanced, the brain communicates more efficiently, which can improve learning ability and recall. A deficiency in vitamin B6, on the other hand, can lead to fatigue, irritability, and difficulty concentrating, all of which can negatively affect memory performance over time. By providing a healthy dose of this vitamin, bananas help support the biochemical processes that keep the brain functioning smoothly. Another important component of bananas is potassium, a mineral that supports proper nerve function and healthy blood flow. The brain relies on good circulation to receive oxygen and nutrients. When blood flow is optimized, cognitive performance tends to improve, including attention span and memory retention. Potassium also helps regulate blood pressure, and maintaining healthy blood pressure is important because poor cardiovascular health is closely linked to cognitive decline. In this way, bananas indirectly support long-term brain health by contributing to better heart and vascular function. Bananas also contain antioxidants such as dopamine in its natural form in the fruit, not acting directly as a neurotransmitter in the brain when eaten, and vitamin C, which help reduce oxidative stress in the body. Oxidative stress occurs when harmful molecules called free radicals damage cells, including brain cells. Over time, this damage can contribute to aging and memory decline. By reducing oxidative stress, antioxidant-rich foods like bananas help protect brain cells and support cognitive longevity. Additionally, bananas provide dietary fiber, which helps stabilize blood sugar levels. Sudden spikes and drops in blood sugar can affect concentration and lead to mental fatigue or brain fog. A steady release of energy from fiber-rich foods helps maintain mental clarity throughout the day. This stable energy environment is especially important for learning, studying, and retaining new information. While bananas alone are not a cure or reversal method for memory loss, they can be part of a brain-friendly diet that supports better cognitive performance over time. For stronger results, they should be combined with other healthy habits such as regular exercise, proper hydration, quality sleep, stress management, and mentally stimulating activities like reading or problem solving. When these factors work together, the brain becomes more efficient and memory function can improve naturally. Eating one banana daily is a simple habit that contributes to this overall pattern of brain support, helping you maintain sharper focus and healthier memory in the long run. Eating one banana every day can significantly support brain function mainly because it provides a steady and natural source of energy, which is essential for memory, focus, and mental clarity. The brain is one of the most energy-demanding organs in the human body, even though it makes up only a small portion of body weight. It consumes a large amount of glucose to perform its functions, especially activities related to thinking, learning, and storing information. When the brain receives a stable supply of energy, it works more efficiently, which directly affects how well a person can concentrate and remember things. Bananas contain natural sugars such as glucose, fructose, and sucrose. These sugars are different from processed or refined sugars because they come packaged with fiber and nutrients that slow down their absorption. This means that instead of causing a sudden spike in blood sugar followed by a crash, bananas release energy gradually into the bloodstream. This slow and steady release is extremely important for maintaining consistent brain activity. When blood sugar levels remain stable, the brain does not experience sudden drops in energy, which often cause fatigue, confusion, irritability, or difficulty focusing. These symptoms are commonly known as brain fog, and they can severely affect memory and productivity. When a person eats a banana, the glucose it provides is quickly transported to the brain through the bloodstream. Glucose acts as the primary fuel for brain cells, known as neurons. These neurons communicate with each other through electrical and chemical signals, and all of this activity requires energy. If energy is lacking, communication between neurons becomes less efficient, which can make it harder to process new information or recall stored memories. By providing a steady flow of glucose, bananas help keep these communication pathways active and efficient, which supports both short-term attention and long-term memory retention. Another important aspect of bananas' energy support is how it helps prevent mental fatigue. Many people experience a drop in energy during the middle of the day, especially if they consume high sugar or low nutrient foods that cause rapid energy fluctuations. Bananas, on the other hand, provide a more balanced energy release due to their fiber content, particularly pectin, which slows digestion. This helps the body avoid sudden energy crashes, allowing the brain to stay alert for longer periods. When mental alertness is maintained, the brain is better able to process and store new information effectively. Stable energy also plays a key role in learning and problem solving. When the brain has enough fuel, it can focus on complex tasks without distraction. This improves cognitive performance, which includes memory formation, attention span, and decision-making ability. In contrast, when the brain is low on energy, it prioritizes basic survival functions over higher-level thinking, which reduces the ability to concentrate or remember details. Over time, maintaining steady energy through simple dietary habits like eating a banana daily can support overall brain health. It does not create an instant improvement in memory, but it builds a foundation for better cognitive performance. When combined with proper sleep, hydration, and mental exercise, this steady energy supply becomes even more effective. In this way, a banana acts like a small but consistent fuel source that helps the brain operate at its best throughout the day, supporting clearer thinking, improved focus, and stronger memory retention. Vitamin B6 in bananas plays an important role in supporting brain health, mood balance, and memory function, because it is directly involved in the production of key neurotransmitters that the brain relies on to communicate effectively. Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers that carry signals between brain cells, and they influence how we think, feel, learn, and remember. Without proper neurotransmitter activity, the brain's ability to process information becomes less efficient, which can lead to poor concentration, weak memory retention, mood instability, and mental fatigue. Eating one banana daily helps supply a natural source of vitamin B6, which supports these essential brain processes in a steady and consistent way. One of the most important roles of vitamin B6 is helping the body produce dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. Each of these chemicals has a unique function in brain performance. Dopamine is often associated with motivation, reward, and focus. When dopamine levels are balanced, a person feels more driven to learn new things and complete mental tasks. This improved motivation directly supports memory formation because the brain is more engaged during learning. If dopamine levels are too low, a person may feel unmotivated, distracted, or mentally tired, which makes it harder to absorb and retain information. Serotonin is another important neurotransmitter influenced by vitamin B6. It is closely linked to mood regulation, emotional stability, and overall sense of well-being. A stable mood is very important for memory because stress, anxiety, and emotional imbalance can interfere with how the brain stores and recalls information. When serotonin levels are healthy, the mind feels calmer and more balanced, allowing better focus during learning or daily tasks. This calm mental state improves the brain's ability to encode memories properly, which means information is stored more effectively for later recall. Norepinephrine also depends on vitamin B6 for its production and plays a major role in attention, alertness, and reaction speed. This neurotransmitter helps the brain stay alert and responsive to important information. When norepinephrine levels are adequate, a person can focus more easily and react faster to new information, which enhances learning efficiency. This is especially important for memory formation because attention is the first step in remembering something. If attention is weak, the brain cannot properly register information, which leads to forgetfulness. Vitamin B6 also supports the metabolism of amino acids, which are the building blocks of proteins in the body and brain. Many neurotransmitters are made from amino acids, so proper metabolism is essential for maintaining a healthy chemical balance in the brain. When this process works efficiently, the brain can continuously produce the neurotransmitters it needs for smooth communication between neurons. This improves overall cognitive function, including memory, concentration, and mental clarity. Another important aspect is that vitamin B6 helps regulate homocysteine levels in the blood. High levels of homocysteine have been linked to cognitive decline and memory problems. By helping keep these levels in balance, vitamin B6 indirectly protects brain health over time. This protective effect becomes more important with age as the risk of memory-related issues naturally increases. When consumed regularly through foods like bananas, vitamin B6 does not act as a quick fix, but instead supports long-term brain function. It helps maintain a stable environment in the brain where neurotransmitters can function properly. Over time, this contributes to better mood control, improved focus, stronger learning ability, and more reliable memory retention. In simple terms, the vitamin B6 in bananas acts like a support system for the brain's communication network. It ensures that the chemical messengers responsible for mood, attention, and memory are produced in the right amounts, allowing the brain to function smoothly and efficiently. When combined with a healthy lifestyle, this daily nutrient support can contribute to clearer thinking, better emotional balance, and improved memory performance over time. Potassium in bananas plays an important role in supporting brain health because it helps regulate nerve function and maintain proper blood circulation, both of which are essential for memory, focus, and overall cognitive performance. The brain depends on a constant and efficient supply of oxygen and nutrients delivered through the bloodstream. When this supply is stable, brain cells can communicate effectively, process information quickly, and store memories more efficiently. Eating one banana every day contributes a healthy amount of potassium, which helps keep these systems functioning smoothly. Potassium is an essential electrolyte in the body, meaning it helps conduct electrical signals between nerves and muscles. In the brain, neurons communicate through electrical impulses, and potassium is a key mineral that helps maintain the balance needed for these signals to travel correctly. When potassium levels are balanced, nerve signals move efficiently, allowing the brain to process thoughts, learn new information, and recall memories more effectively. If potassium levels are too low, nerve communication can become less efficient, leading to symptoms such as fatigue, confusion, weakness, or difficulty concentrating, all of which can negatively affect memory performance. Another major benefit of potassium is its role in supporting healthy blood pressure. High blood pressure can damage blood vessels over time, including those that supply the brain. When blood flow to the brain is reduced or restricted, cognitive function can decline because brain cells are not receiving enough oxygen and nutrients. Potassium helps balance the effects of sodium in the body, which contributes to maintaining normal blood pressure levels. By supporting healthy blood pressure, potassium indirectly protects brain function and helps reduce the risk of cognitive decline over time. Proper blood circulation is one of the most important factors for brain performance. The brain uses about 20% of the body's oxygen supply, even though it is relatively small in size. This means it is highly dependent on efficient blood flow. When circulation is strong, Oxygen and glucose are delivered quickly to brain cells, helping them function at their best. Potassium supports this process by helping blood vessels relax and function properly, which improves overall circulation. As a result, the brain receives a steady supply of nutrients that support attention, learning, and memory retention. Potassium also plays a role in maintaining fluid balance within cells, including neurons. Brain cells need a stable internal environment to function properly, and electrolytes like potassium help regulate this balance. When fluid levels inside and outside cells are properly controlled, electrical signals in the brain can travel more efficiently. This supports faster thinking, better focus, and improved memory processing. Even small imbalances in electrolytes can affect how well the brain performs, which is why consistent intake of potassium-rich foods like bananas can be beneficial. In addition, good circulation supported by potassium helps remove waste products from brain cells more effectively. The brain produces metabolic waste as it functions, and if this waste is not cleared efficiently, it can contribute to mental fatigue and reduced cognitive performance. Healthy blood flow ensures that these waste products are transported away and eliminated from the body, keeping the brain environment clean and efficient for optimal functioning. Over time, a diet that includes sufficient potassium supports long-term brain health by protecting blood vessels, improving nerve communication, and ensuring a steady flow of oxygen and nutrients. While bananas alone cannot prevent or reverse serious memory problems, they contribute to a broader pattern of healthy eating that supports cognitive performance. When combined with other lifestyle habits such as regular exercise, hydration, proper sleep, and mental stimulation, potassium helps create a strong foundation for better focus, clearer thinking, and improved memory function. Bananas contain antioxidants that play an important role in protecting brain cells from damage caused by oxidative stress, which is one of the key factors linked to aging, memory decline, and reduced cognitive performance. Oxidative stress occurs when there is an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants in the body. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage cells, including brain cells, if they are not neutralized properly. Over time, this damage can affect how well the brain functions, especially in areas related to memory, learning, and concentration. By providing antioxidants, bananas help reduce this damage and support long-term brain health. One of the ways bananas support the brain is through their natural antioxidant compounds, including vitamin C and small amounts of dopamine present in the fruit itself. Although the dopamine in bananas does not directly act as a neurotransmitter in the brain when eaten, it still functions as a powerful antioxidant in the body. These antioxidants help neutralize harmful free radicals, preventing them from attacking healthy brain cells. When brain cells are protected from this damage, they can continue to function efficiently, which supports better memory formation and recall over time. The brain is particularly vulnerable to oxidative stress because it uses a large amount of oxygen to function. While oxygen is essential for energy production, it also creates free radicals as a byproduct. This makes the brain more exposed to oxidative damage compared to many other organs. If this damage builds up over time, it can affect the structure and function of neurons, which are the cells responsible for processing and storing information. This is why maintaining a diet rich in antioxidants is important for preserving cognitive abilities, especially memory. When antioxidants from bananas enter the body, they help stabilize these free radicals by donating electrons, which makes the harmful molecules less reactive. Once stabilized, these free radicals can no longer cause as much damage to brain cells. This protective effect helps maintain the integrity of neurons and supports healthy communication between them. Since memory depends on strong and efficient communication between brain cells, protecting these connections is essential for maintaining good cognitive performance. Another important aspect of antioxidants in bananas is their role in reducing inflammation in the brain. Chronic inflammation can interfere with normal brain function and has been linked to memory problems and cognitive decline. By reducing oxidative stress, Antioxidants also help lower inflammation levels, creating a healthier environment for brain cells to function. A low inflammation environment allows neurons to communicate more effectively, which supports better focus, learning ability, and memory retention. Over time, consistent intake of antioxidant-rich foods like bananas may help slow down age-related cognitive decline. As people age, the natural defense system against oxidative stress becomes weaker, making the brain more vulnerable to damage. By regularly consuming antioxidants, the body receives extra support to fight this process. While bananas alone cannot stop aging or completely prevent memory loss, they contribute to a protective dietary pattern that supports brain health over the long term. In addition, antioxidants also support overall energy levels and mental clarity. When brain cells are less damaged and functioning efficiently, the brain does not need to work as hard to perform everyday tasks. This can result in clearer thinking, better concentration, and improved ability to recall information. Many people experience mental fatigue when oxidative stress is high, so reducing this stress can also help maintain steady cognitive performance throughout the day. In simple terms, the antioxidants in bananas act like a protective shield for the brain. They help prevent damage, reduce inflammation, and support healthy communication between brain cells. When combined with other healthy habits such as balanced nutrition, regular exercise, good sleep, and mental stimulation, this protective effect contributes to stronger memory, better focus, and healthier brain function over time. The fiber in bananas plays an important role in supporting brain health indirectly by helping to stabilize blood sugar levels, which is essential for maintaining steady energy, focus, and memory performance throughout the day. Although fiber does not directly affect brain cells in the same way that vitamins or minerals do, it creates a stable internal environment in the body that allows the brain to function more efficiently. When blood sugar levels are balanced, the brain receives a consistent supply of energy, which is necessary for learning, concentration, and memory formation. Bananas contain both soluble and insoluble fiber, with pectin being one of the most important types of soluble fiber. Pectin helps slow down the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates in the body. This means that instead of sugar entering the bloodstream quickly and causing a sudden spike in blood glucose, it is released more gradually over time. This slow release is extremely important for brain function because the brain depends on glucose as its primary fuel source. When glucose levels rise and fall too quickly, the brain experiences energy fluctuations that can lead to fatigue, difficulty concentrating, irritability, and what is commonly called brain fog. When blood sugar spikes sharply after eating high sugar or low fiber foods, the body responds by releasing insulin to bring glucose levels back down. This often results in a rapid drop in blood sugar afterward, which can leave a person feeling tired, unfocused, or mentally drained. These sudden energy crashes negatively affect cognitive performance because the brain is not receiving a steady flow of fuel. Memory formation and recall become more difficult during these periods of low energy. However, when fiber-rich foods like bananas are consumed, these spikes and crashes are minimized, helping the brain maintain a more stable and reliable energy supply. Stable blood sugar levels are especially important for memory because the process of storing and retrieving information requires continuous energy. The brain is constantly active, even when the body is resting, and it needs a steady supply of glucose to maintain this activity. When energy is stable, neurons can communicate more effectively, which improves attention span and enhances the ability to absorb and retain new information. This makes learning easier and helps strengthen both short-term and long-term memory. Fiber in bananas also supports gut health, which is increasingly being linked to brain health through what is known as the gut-brain connection. A healthy digestive system helps regulate blood sugar more effectively and supports the production of certain neurotransmitters that influence mood and cognition. When digestion is smooth and balanced, the body is better able to absorb nutrients that support brain function. This indirectly contributes to better mental clarity and memory performance. Another important benefit of stable blood sugar is reduced mental fatigue. When glucose levels fluctuate too much, the brain has to constantly adjust to changing energy supplies, which can make it harder to focus for long periods. This can negatively impact tasks that require concentration, such as studying, problem solving, or remembering details. By providing a steady release of energy, the fiber in bananas helps prevent these fluctuations, allowing the brain to remain alert and focused for longer periods. Over time, maintaining stable blood sugar through a fiber-rich diet may also support long-term brain health. Frequent blood sugar spikes and crashes have been linked to inflammation and insulin resistance, both of which can negatively affect cognitive function if left unmanaged. By helping regulate these processes, fiber contributes to a healthier metabolic environment that supports the brain's long-term performance. In simple terms, the fiber in bananas acts like a stabilizing force for the body's energy system. It ensures that glucose is released slowly and evenly, preventing sudden energy highs and lows that can disrupt thinking and memory. When combined with other nutrients in bananas, such as potassium and vitamin B6, this steady energy supply helps the brain function more smoothly. As part of a balanced diet and healthy lifestyle, this can lead to improved focus, better learning ability, and stronger memory retention over time.